oh, all you coaches are the same. You just say that so that you can get other people to sign up for your coaching. One of the biggest fallacies is that, oh, if you just tell me what to do, right? A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, give me the steps, I'll get the steps, I'll do it, and then voila, I'll have all the results. How is it that you're getting all these things done? And they all kind of looked at me dumbfounded, like this like side look on their face, and they were like, Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and I do all the things. And today I want to talk about why every coach should be coached, right? It sounds kind of obvious, but you would be amazed how many people are embarking to start coaching businesses, or maybe have even started and are coaching clients themselves, but they are not working with a coach themselves, which is just like mind-blowing to me, totally crazy. And so a lot of people don't do it because they think that it's a ploy, like, oh, all you coaches are the same. You just say that so that you can get other people to sign up for your coaching. Like, one, that's not the case at all. You know, for me, people sign up for my coaching because they like what I have to offer. So I don't need to say anything in order for it to be a ploy, but this is legitimately something, if you want to be a better coach, you want to keep in mind. So if you want to know the real reason why you truly should have a coach if you are coaching, stay tuned because we're going to get into it right now. All right, the number one reason why you should have a coach if you're coaching, and again, it's not a ploy to get more clients or anything, is because you need to know the right mindset to model, right? So oftentimes we are trying to teach people from a standpoint of this is what you need to do, but many coaches fail because they don't understand who they need to be. And knowing who you need to be to get a particular result is almost like, I'd say 85% of the coaching. One of the biggest fallacies is that, oh, if you just tell me what to do, right? A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, give me the steps, I'll get the steps, I'll do it, and then voila, I'll have all the results. And a lot of coaches who get into this game, they're like, oh, I'm, successful, I had this accomplishment, I achieved this thing, I'm gonna coach others on how they can achieve this thing as well. Or, oh, I got my coaching certification, I know how to coach now, I know the steps and the methodology, and so I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna start life coaching others as well. Again, it's so focused on methodology that it's not focused on mindset, and oftentimes it's impossible to adopt the correct mindset if you have not been through it yourself, because there are gonna be things that your clients go through that are like off script, shall we say. However, if you've gone through the process yourself and you've worked with someone who has gone through the process as well, they will understand, and by virtue of you coaching under them, you will understand how to communicate and how to break down the beliefs that hold people back from a mindset standpoint. Again, it's not just knowing what to do in order to have the thing, it's knowing who to be, how to think in order to have the thing, right? Your issue and your client's issue is not that they're just doing the wrong things, it's that they're thinking in the wrong way. And so being under a coach really, really makes a big difference from this. And it's kind of difficult to explain, but you get it once you do it, right? I actually had this experience. I was in a year-long mastermind not too long ago. I paid $55K upfront to be a part of it, and there were like commissions and different things on the back end. So all in all, I paid over $100K in order to be in this mastermind, and it was well worth it, right? I know that sounds like a lot of money, but I always say, I focus less on cost and more on return on investment and value. And so for me, being in this mastermind and learning various strategies, I was able to have a $500,000 launch like in the matter of a week, right? So to me, that $100K investment was very well worth it, especially since last year was my first 7-figure year, and this year is looking on track to be exactly the same. So while I learned a lot of strategies and things to do, I found that even at my own level, I was having difficulty doing them because I didn't know how to think. And so being with my coach, but also being around other people who were ahead of me and were successful, I would share like things that I was struggling with, and they would often pinpoint like, actually it has nothing to do with what you think it is. It's because you're thinking about it the wrong way. So a very simple example, which almost sounds like a duh, but again, I wouldn't have gotten it had I not been, under my coach and around other people who had the results that I was looking for. Was I was learning, various marketing strategies, different ways to grow my business, and it all just felt like a lot. I was just like tired. I'm like, guys, I'm a new mom at this time. My daughter was very young. I want to say like under 6 months. And so I was flying to Florida where these masterminds were, and I was flying my parents out so that they could watch my, at that time, 6-month-old daughter and my son. And so I was like, oh, it'll be a free vacation for you guys. I'll get a suite for us. We can all stay, in like a 2 or 3-bedroom suite. You guys go on the beach. I'm gonna be, in my sessions during the day. So, but I was, tired. I was up, nursing, doing all those different things for my daughter. And so as I'm like in the sessions, taking notes on all the things I need to do and all the various parts of these various marketing strategies, I literally raised my hand and I was like, I don't know if this is a dumb question, but like, you guys are very busy, right? You all are way more successful than me. You make way more money than me. How is it that you're getting all these things done? I mean, I'm already, doing X, Y, and Z. How is it that I'm gonna be able to do this other thing? And they all kind of looked at me dumbfounded, like this like side look on their face. And they were like, these things that we're saying need to be done, it was never our expectation that you would do them. They're like, don't you have a team? Don't you have at least an executive assistant? Like, where's your people? And I was like, oh, well, I have like a virtual assistant and a graphic designer. And I think I had my online business manager at that time, but that was it. And they were like, well, that's your problem. You're burned out and you're doing so much because you don't have the necessary people in place in order to help you pull this off. But I was like, well, how am I gonna get the people in place? Those people are expensive, right? You want me to hire more people? Like, I'm here because I wanna grow my business. I wanna get to the next level. And so I'm trying to, increase my revenue. And so my thinking was I would not hire these people until my revenue had hit that level. Again, it wasn't until I was in this mastermind, I was under, coaching and with these other people where I started to see their mindset was, why would you wait? Like the reason you are not getting the revenue that you want is because you don't have these people in place. So if you wait to get the revenue you want in order to hire the people, like it doesn't work. You have to do the investment first before you get the return. So they were like, you need to hire now and then the revenue will come to support that. And so I was very scared to do it, especially because I had a negative experience in the past. I've talked about it in previous videos on this channel where I'd grown my business really fast. I had hired a bunch of full-time US employees. I was doing a lot of one-on-one coaching at the time. And then I got pregnant. And then in 2018, I was about to have my son and I couldn't manage all my one-on-one clients and all of the work. And so I had to let them go and my revenue took a nosedive and I ended up having to let go a lot of those US-based, people. So in the process, again, of me being in this mastermind, working with this coach, we started pulling all this stuff out where the issue wasn't that I didn't know what to do. Like I was there taking notes. The issue was I had all these mental blocks around, oh, I can't afford to hire right now. I hired in the past and I had a bad experience and I'm scared to do it again. That was my real issue. And so understanding the mindset that they had to overcome those things and the way to think about similar situations in the future is ultimately what got me the results, right? It wasn't just the methodology, because had they given me the methodology and I just took the notes and didn't raise my hand and ask the question and I just like went home, I literally would not have been able to implement everything. But understanding the kind of mindset that they had and the way that I was thinking about it wrong really changed everything for me. So I went home, I hired an executive assistant. Later, shortly thereafter, I hired a project manager to help manage all this. I was nervous. I was like, oh wow, committing to these salaries, but like overnight stuff started rolling in because I was then more free to be the me that I needed to be as the face of my business, as the CEO, and revenue started rolling in. Exactly. They knew that that's exactly what was going to happen. That's why they were telling me to do it. But I was scared to do it because I was thinking on the mindset of, even at the time, a multi-6-figure entrepreneur, but these were multi-7-figure entrepreneurs. So, the two are not the same. Like I was not the same as them. I am now, but I wasn't back then, right? And so the thinking was not the same. So this is what I'm saying. This is why you need a coach before you're coaching, because it will help you identify limiting beliefs, negative mindsets that are jamming up your clients because you've gone through them yourself. You've had to unwind them. You know what it feels like. You know what the resistance is. You know the excuses somebody's going to have, why they're not able to do it, or why they're going to, say I'm not able to do it, because you would have gone through all those processes yourself. And so if you're not receiving coaching, it's almost impossible to understand all these little things that, trip clients up because you have not walked that path, right? So, I mean, I even see this with coaches who, you can tell, honestly, you can tell coaches who haven't received coaching themselves because they might know the process from an academic standpoint, but the way they personally behave in their own business tells the truth. Ooh, they be telling on themselves, y'all, right? Literally simple things, inconsistency with their clients, how they handle their sales calls, rushing on the phone, trying to give free coaching away, being insecure. I don't know if I'm gonna get this sale. Like you literally can see it on their brand, the way they interact, the way they show up, that they have not received coaching. They only know how to do something. They know the ABC, but they don't know who to be because they're not being it themselves. And so this is, and I don't want to like derail this video, but this is a part of sales as well. Part of the reason why people are having difficulty selling is not because they don't know all the things or that they're not a good coach or that they don't have something to offer that would be of value to people, but they're being in a certain way that is not attractive to their ideal client, because their ideal client on a subconscious level knows someone who's operating in their power, knows someone who has the mindset of someone who can help them truly get from point A to point B. And so they could just see it on you. They don't know it. Like, the client will never say this consciously, but the client can see it on you, right? And in fact, I have a whole nother video about the number one thing you have to know about sales. I think you can check it out right here, where I kind of go into that in more depth. But truly, who you are being, people on a subconscious level can tell it, and they know the difference between someone who has received coaching, who has a mastery over their mindset, who knows what they're doing from a being standpoint, not just from a knowledge doing standpoint, and people who do not. And it's written all over your brand, right? So if you want to attract more clients, truly, you need to get up under some coaching. You need to find all of those, mental blocks that you're having, those things that are preventing you from being the person that you truly can be. Because once you release those things and you get through those blocks, you just show up differently, and the way you show up is just so much more attractive to your clients. So again, me telling you to get coaching has nothing to do with me, has everything to do with you, because I want you to be able to get clients too. So if you want to receive coaching from me, right, I have a variety of different coaching programs, some short-term, some long-term, some group coaching, some courses, all sorts of things. I just invite you to just click the link below to book a call with my team. It's no obligation, it's no pressure. Like, they'll literally get on the phone with you, talk to you about where you are in your business, and let you know if we have something that matches your need and what you got going on. So if that's of interest to you, click the link below. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want even more where this came from, make sure you are subscribed to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show. And if you can't wait for my podcast episode or my next YouTube video, make sure you're following me on Instagram. I post basically daily, showing the behind the scenes of my life, and that's CourtneyLSanders on Instagram. And so with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.